just erupts like a fucking bomb.
So dude. You owe us a fight story, dude.
So, all right, well, I'll tell you the one in Santa Barbara then.
He's like, let me think.
The funny thing is there's so many fight stories. There's a label for it. I'll tell you the Santa Barbara fight story.
There's like Santa Barbara 1, Santa Barbara 2.
There's fight stories too, but it's only me getting beat up. So I don't tell those stories very much.
All right, you're next.
Yeah. So
you're next,
I got socked in the mouth and I woke up the next day. Next story.
Yeah. Bow, bow.
Yeah.
So this fight, at the time I was like 19, 18.
This is illegal, highly illegal.
Illegal. But I wasn't in Santa Barbara yet. I was going to visit a friend in Santa Barbara for Halloween, right? And because Halloween in UC Santa Barbara is fucking crazy. People are like there from everywhere. It's just like an insane, it's like crazy how fucking many people are there and getting drunk and whatever. So we go to visit my buddy, right? And as we're driving up there, it's like me and like 5 of my friends, and a carload of my other friends was up there the night before, but they were coming back and they called us and they were like, holy shit, dude. Like last night we got in this huge fight with like fucking these guys. Like it was fucking crazy. I threw somebody out of a window, and we're like, holy shit. Like that's crazy. Like they're telling us the story and we're like, that's insane, dude. Holy shit. And they're like, we're laughing. And they go on this epic journey. We're like, whatever. Okay, cool. So we get there. And we're at the party, right? Doom, 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 doom. There's people in the fucking kitchen. Dun, 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 right? And I see a guy that I had issues with before.
What was the issue?
Right? It was some girl shit, like where.
Why
like,
is it always girls with you,
always
man?
I'd be
girls.
stealing everyone's girl.
No,
That's
it wasn't that.
that.
It was like I was dating a girl and this guy was like trying to talk to the girl. And I was young. I was stupid. I was like mad about it. I should have just, now in retrospect, it should have been like, who gives a fuck about this whole situation? I'm just going to have a good time.
And you were fucking 18 or 19.
I was 18. Yeah, I was like I was like a dumbass kid.
And he was
But anyways, I didn't like the dude. And I was like, fuck that guy. I was like, I don't like him.
What was his name?
I'm not gonna say his name, but anyway, so I like saw him and I was like, all right, you know what, like fuck this dude, like I'm gonna get down with this dude. Like it's like we don't like each other. We're standing in this like room. What the fuck are we doing? You know, like he sees me, I see him. We're gonna act like there's not a problem. Mm-hmm. So I tell him like, hey, let's go outside.
Jesus.
So
bro.
we step outside. And he's like, he was bigger, he was taller than me. He's like, oh, so you want to fight me, blah, blah. And I just fucking hit him, dude. I hit him, boom, like in the cheek, bang.
You know what the dope is?
I just boom hit him.
You know what's so dope about Pat, dude? He never allows the situation to be assessed. You know? Like, same thing with the guy that came to your doorstep. He could have came to apologize, but you already warned him. You know, you told him, if you come to my house, I'm going to knock you out. And in his mind, he took that as, I'm going to go to his house and apologize. And then he opened the door.
Jump him with 7 other friends.
Hey, Pat, I was really... This guy just gets shot.
Bro,
He did tell him. He did warn him.
So me and this, like, so, but there was like history there. Like we knew we didn't like each other. So anyways, I hit this dude and we like start scuffling, right? And like he like tackles me through a beer pong table, like we're flipping and shit.
Damn.
And so my buddy, that same guy D, who was like cool as fuck, but he's crazy. Like him and my other homie are holding like all the people back that are trying to break it up. And at first, and it's all our friends. We all know each other. And like D gets mad to the point like he's trying to stop him, and then he just gets mad and he turns around and he's like, the next motherfucker steps forward, I'm gonna fuck his ass up. And everyone's like, oh shit, right? And they just kind of stop. So me and this guy keep scuffling, but then he like gets away and like he goes into the crowd, and then people broke it up. And then I was like, okay, like that was the end of that fight, right? We like calm down. They leave. They're like, fuck you motherfuckers. I'm gonna fuck your ass up later. Like he's talking his shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so we go back in the house and we're like, all right, fuck. Like we're chilling, we're drinking. And like my buddy D, that guy who's nuts, comes up to me. He's like, I fucking love you, man. That was so sick. Like he's like so amped. And I'm like, whatever. I was like, that was stupid, fucking whatever, right? So we're just drinking, like having fun. So now we're there. The party's broken up, but we're there. And my buddy's neighbors are there. Now it's Halloween, so we weren't dressed up. Like I didn't go in a costume or whatever, but his neighbors were dressed up as the village people. So it was like a Native American, like a construction worker,
That's fucking hilarious.
a biker,
This story
a
just gets
biker,
crazier and crazier.
and fucking for some reason some white dude that was dressed up as Eazy-E like was in the group too.
Was he doing blackface?
Blackface?
Yeah, did he do blackface?
No, he didn't have. But he had a teardrop. He had the hat, flannel. He was just supposed
Jerry
to be
Curl,
Eazy-E.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're there, and then we're just chilling, and then I hear this guy like he looks at us, he's like, those guys are fucking gay. Like he points at us, he's like, those guys are fucking gay, right? And I was kind of like, I heard it and I was like, what? Like, I was like, whatever, maybe he wasn't talking about us. And then I hear him again, he's like, nah, those guys are fucking, they're gay. Like these dudes are gay as fuck. And I turned, I was like, what the fuck did you say, man?
It's like, excuse me, that's a life choice.
Yeah.
And you're born with it. The fuck?
Born with it.
Yeah, it's fucking Maybelline, bitch.
Yeah.
So this dude calls us gay, and I confront him. I go, "What the fuck? Like, what? Why are you like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh no, it's just a joke, dude. It's just a joke. Like, it's just a joke."
Oh my god,
And
that's
you,
I was
dude.
kind of like, "What kind of joke is just you calling us gay?"
that line is
Like-
the most. That's the line that always gets into an actual fight.
Yeah,
because you
dude.
can't do that and say it's just a joke.
I'm sick and
Also,
tired
you
of
can't
people
just be-
saying that. Like that's not an excuse.
yeah.
That is not an excuse. It was just a joke. No. That's not how that
Well,
shit
it's just
goes,
like,
bro.
like if it was in a joke form, maybe I could understand it. But it's like literally, he was just like, "Hey, these guys are gay."
That's the punchline. He points at you.
Yeah, he goes,
You're gay.
You talking to me? Why would you think that? Maybe the finger that's 2 inches away from my face.
That's when you turn your back and start talking. That's what.
Yeah,
you
and then
gotta
you when you turn back, you're like,
do. Yeah. See? Yeah. And he's like, oh, he must be talking about somebody else.
somebody else.
So like shit starts kind of getting heated between me and the construction worker. It's the construction worker that called us gay.
This is
Out of the
perfect.
village people.
Yeah. This is perfect.
So like
This is
now
great.
shit's starting to we're starting to beef or whatever. Like shit's starting to get heated. And I remember I told him, I was like, "Go fuck yourself." I told him that, and I people that say words don't have power, they do, because I saw this visually like made him really upset. Like he like when I told him, it like fucked his whole demeanor up, and it made me laugh. I started laughing because I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. Like he's very upset.
He took off his utility belt.
He's like, hold on, motherfucker. What'd you say to me?
And shit's getting heated, like shit's getting crazy heated, and Eazy-E comes in the middle, right? Eazy-E is like their ringleader, and he's like, "Everybody fucking stop! We live here, we're the neighbors, we don't know who the fuck you are, blah, blah, you guys gotta get the fuck out," right? And everyone's like looking at him, and again, my buddy D looks at me, and he's like, "I'm gonna sock this dude in the face."
This guy's wearing blackface. I'm gonna knock him out,
And then
bro.
I was just like, all right. And so Eazy-E's standing in the middle of the circle, and he's talking, and my buddy D just fucking boom hits him, and his head, like, you know, sometimes dudes get hit and their head just like, it looks like a bobblehead.
Yeah,
like,
it just wobbles when it gets
like that. It was like
He was knocked out.
he got hit. He didn't get knocked out, but he got cracked. And when he got cracked, like everyone, like my buddies, we like shoved them all out. So like somehow, because we were in the doorway, like we shoved them all out. Door closes. So it was like chaos. Door closed, and it was like calm. And we're like, okay.
What's gonna happen?
And then
next?
they fucking barge back in, like, like all of them, like a wave. And Eazy-E like jumps in the middle, and he's like, "Who the fuck hit me in the face?" Right? And then it was quiet for like 2 beats, like, dude. We're all just kind of looking at him, and my buddy D just went. Hit him again, dude. Boom, same punch, like bang. And then it was like a bomb. Like everyone just started fighting.
my
Boom, people are just
God.
swinging in the doorway. It was like the fucking battle of Thermopylae, like, because it was all in the doorway, right? And like fools are like
Here's a
punching over the
300, bro.
shoulder.
You had the hunchback there. You had to hold the shield. Right. I'm too weak.
So fucking, we're all throwing down, and like the Indian, they were pretty big. So some guy, I don't know who had this power, but some guy had the Native American dude's face on the wall like this, and I just saw it, and I just punched him, but he saw the punch coming, but he couldn't move because someone was just holding his face.
so
And he
you-
was like,
So you don't know who was holding his face?
I don't know. Someone was holding, whoever it was strong as fuck, because they had one like a death grip on his face, and he was like,
Just, the other hand is him just drinking a beer and
And
shit.
somebody started littering, and they started crying.
oh my god. Dude. Oh my
That's when
god.
the fight stopped. Wait, hold on. That's enough, man.
Fuck. So I hit him, and then the construction worker, I saw him looking at like one of the, like he was trying to hit one of my homies, and I just rushed him, boom, boom, boom. I just like 1-2s, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and he just dropped into the corner, and my buddy pulled me off. And he was done, he was neutralized, and then the Indian guy somehow got
neutralized.
like, so my buddy jumps. I see the same dude that from the last story who was like, "I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker." Like he's always just getting dudes in rear naked choke. So he jumps, rear naked choke, right? My other buddy D is surprisingly strong. Doesn't realize my homie's on his back, grabs the Native American dude, suplexes him with the other homie on his back. Boom, knocks him down. Because my homie said he was just on his back, and all of a sudden he was just upside down. He's like, I don't know why, but my head was then in the kitchen floor. Like, boom. So he's getting choked out, and then my other buddy D goes on his like a knee, like a fucking knight, like this, and just starts socking his ribs. So this dude is getting like waterboard CIA tortured in this kitchen. Somehow the fight stops. Like it just ends. Like it's enough. Like enough is enough. And then we leave. We're like, okay, the cops are coming. We gotta go. You know, like this is all bad. Like my buddy's, we destroyed his house. His kitchen's fucking ruined. There's kitchen magnets all over the fridge magnets all over the floor.
That's
shit's
what
broken.
Is the worst
He's
part.
like that. He's like, this is unacceptable. And we leave. And as we're leaving, we realize. Because I didn't realize this till after, but that same group that my homies had called me earlier about that got in a fight, it was the same guys. Oh. Because we were leaving and I hear them, they were the neighbors. So they were just asshole neighbors because I just heard them go, 2 nights in a fucking row, man, this is bullshit. And I just was like, oh, it was them. And we just dipped out. And that was it.
They were the village people?
They were the village people. I don't know if they were the village people the night before, but because my buddy said someone was dressed as Pikachu that he fucked up.
All right.
Like, that's right. Maybe if we change our outfits, maybe we won't get a fucked
So
up.
those dudes, I mean, they obviously were starting shit.
Yeah, that's what they did, bro.
How do you get in a fight with 2 nights in a row with some
bro.
motherfuckers?
If you and the luck, bro, of the other guys that fucked them up, the other homies that fucked them up, like, that's what they get.
But I mean,
Justice
it's
has
just
been
because
served.
that's the thing about like that college environment, like especially Santa Barbara's. There's so much young people getting fucked up.
This is Santa Barbara Halloween, right?
Yeah, you have a lot of
Shit's
like
nuts there,
most
dude.
ratchet shit
young
ever.
like dudes that are like trying to be macho and shit.
yeah.
Like that shit's all over the place. But yeah, dude, we fucked up the village people in Easy E, man.
That's fucking funny.
And that was
college is such a weird experience because, well, Riverside was a weird experience because Riverside is still very hood. You know what I mean? So there was a mingling of,
especially when you were in college.
yeah, so nice students, and then there's people who actually live in Riverside that are fucking thugs, like thugs.
Oh, really?
'Cause I told the story on the podcast before, but I'll tell it again. But when I never wanted to go to Riverside. But the day before I left Riverside, my house got shot up because of some poor decisions that I made. But after that, I decided like.